Hey everybody. I just wanted to explain to you what I'm doing today, and please let me know if I am not making sense, because my friend just came over and he's like, you're gonna have to tell me that again. So I just took a bunch of notes, and it should make sense. Okay, most of us have been in fight or flight. I'm getting the average of the group is like 0 to 5 years, right? Now, when we are in fight or flight mode, our hormones are off, our nervous system's off, our transmitters are off, right? We're not in homeostasis. Our body is always trying to regulate, right? So I'm going to show you a basic, easy, simple way with an example how to process this and do what you need to do. So first thing, I struggle with hypoglycemia, correct? And it is in my pancreas. My pancreas is telling me that I'm not enjoying the sweetness of life. Sometimes I get too busy. Sometimes I get too naggy. Sometimes I get too overwhelmed. Sometimes I get, right? And then out of sleep, out of balance, all these things start getting out of balance. So then I go into the pancreas, right? And I'm like, okay, pancreas is all about glucose, insulin. There's like an A and a B that actually the pancreas puts out to regulate, because if you've eaten pie, you're getting insulin, right? If you're not eating, your body's going to regulate you. Okay, there's coding in that is attached to the sweetness that's saying, I'm not enjoying the sweetness of life. I have gone so many years of my life without sugar because sugar's just doesn't work for me, right? And then when I started using sugar, I started using this technique in a different way, something I've kind of fine-tuned in. So, pancreas here, okay, I see the energy is spinning this way in my pancreas, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just going to unwind that. And if you haven't watched my TikTok with the spoon bending, I can post that. So what you do is you bring in, you ask for your helpers, you bring in light, you connect to your God consciousness, you connect to the universe, whatever way, you bring that in with love, and you start turning it the other way mentally. You can do it with your hands if you want. A beautiful thing is the symbol of the infinity. You do an 8 here. It's so strong. You can just feel your body vibrate when you do the infinity sign, right? And you just let it unwind. And that's what I've been doing with you guys, because how many hours does it take? Okay, until this is all unwound. Sometimes it takes many times to get it really unwound, because there's something in the center there that has caused the fight or flight with the sugar in the first place. The body's reacting to it, right? The body's saying, oh no, panic mode, Okay, so that all being said, let's say in a regular day, okay, emotionally, I am a pendulum, right? I'm a pendulum right here, and this is graph paper. This is graph paper where, this is my ex-marriage. This is how my mother-in-law treated me. This is, all these things. And we're having all these conversations. And the other day, I dropped my kids off to my ex-husband, and he brought up his mother-in-law, and I was like, you know what? I don't care. Because how she treated me then has nothing to do with my place now. I don't want my pendulum going out there and swinging and picking up the way she treated me. I don't give a F, really. I really don't give a fuck. It's not in this moment. It's not what I want it to be for me right now. And I just let it go. But if it does swing out, emotions, trauma responses, this, all these different things, in our daily life, if we get then our pituitary, right? Yes, secretes a hormone. The hormones go around into the body, and they're like, okay, panic state. We need, adrenals. We need adrenaline. We need this. And then the body's going, brrr, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's too much. Let's try to regulate it down. And it's so crazy how it works, because there's some that are water soluble. There's some not water soluble. So they're going into the body, and they go in and they target the cells, right? But at each cell, the receptor site has coding in it. The hormones have coding. Everything has coding, to where we're just circulating. We're having the same shit every day, like 90% of our day is the same day. We wake up, we feel this way, we feel that way. We look at this and it reminds us of that. Our pendulum's going this and picking up this and picking up that. And okay, so anytime our pendulum goes out and picks up, twist it the other way, twist it the other way. And the best thing is, this is the key, right? I am on my path, my journey, and I can see it. It's like a guitar string that I go boom, right? I can feel it where I need to go. Where if I get a couple degrees off, it doesn't matter. But down the road, those couple degrees, just like, you're way off, right? So this guitar string, right? So at the very end of my guitar string, I'm going to be like, I enjoy the sweetness of life. I enjoy the sweetness of life. And in this moment, I choose nothing to be inside of it that isn't just the sweetness of life. In this moment, I can handle anything. It's just attaching myself to future and past that's making me not in a state of homeostasis right now, right? So our bodies are always like increasing and decreasing in hormone balance. We're trying to create this, and then there's like this entity interference, and there's all kinds of stuff. So the best thing is just knowing, like, I'm, anybody choose your color. I'm in my purple car driving down my purple road, following my purple like line, right? And it's not going to be the same as everyone else. Some people might hop in my car with me sometimes. Sometimes I'll hop in somebody else's car, whatever it is. But and then at the end, I enjoy the sweetness of life. I am in this moment. And keep projecting, creating this new I am homeostasis. I am balanced, not panicking, oh, my cortisol's off, or oh, my insulin's off. Like, I know, or I can't sleep, or I can't, but we're in this panic state to where we're just creating more and more. I sleep well. I have this. I am. And keep reprogramming the brain. If you guys don't have Hoppe, I really suggest maybe trying it. It's pretty amazing. It completely changes the neural nets. But if you don't, that's fine. Because what I have been doing with you guys is using the energy of Hoppe, changing the neural nets. And it's great that this group is only like 20 people, right? So I'm going this morning, clearing out all like neurotransmitters, every single gland, going through each of you and creating like, okay, where is it stuck? If we're producing hormones here and it's going into the body and it's like, where are we not in flow? Where's there interference? Where are we corded to someone? Where are we, all this other stuff. So just letting you guys know that I've been working more individually on you as I'm doing this. So it's hard for me to like type out, this is what I did today, but it's worth it. It's worth it for me. I'm not doing a lot of one-on-ones right now. You guys are amazing. I've seen so much progress. It's great, right? Okay. Paracrine effect. Paracrine effect is cool. So if I recreate one part of me, right, in my body, when it sits next to something, it goes bloop and it changes it too. And then it goes bloop, changes it. This is what stem cells are all about. That's what stem cells are. Is like the original blueprint of me next to something else, and it's changing it. And so then we're multiplying within our own bodies, right? And this is where logos comes in, right? God, source, consciousness. I say in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God, right? It is that, like, we are God of our subtle body. We are, however you want to perceive it. This is, and my mind is controlling everything, my thoughts, my beliefs, just every day, my reactions. And so every time I have a negative thought or I have a negative belief, I unwind it and I bring forward, I make that point in my future saying, nope, I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. And then going back to that Logos God, hey body, this is me, your master, talking to you. You're great. You are homeostasis. You are all kinds of things, right? I know it sounds crazy, but just start telling yourself you are, and the paracrine effect will start doing what it needs to do. Okay, I don't know how much I need to go in on this because, like, I don't think I need to really explain a lot of, like, how it all works and everything, right? But really, hormones control, and it's all thoughts, it's all reactions, it's all the pendulum where it chooses to go and what it's choosing to pick up. Okay, so think about this though. How many types of, what do they call them? The endocrine, whatever. I mean, we have sleep issues, stress issues, cholesterol issues, diabetes. Like most things that go on in the brain, or in the body, I mean, are because of an imbalance of homeostasis. So what I'm doing is visualizing the cycle for each of you. And then, of course, I have you guys all in my little cute tree drawing and stuff like that. And going like this, right? And going, okay, this is where they're stuck. This is where they're stuck. This is where they're enemy to themselves. Am I an enemy to myself somewhere? Yes, I am. You know what? I'm eating all this sugar. And then I'm like, my body's off balance because I have all this sugar, right? We become our own enemy. Or I'm drinking too much beer. And then, this happens. It's just part of life. And coming into that, like, homeostasis, I am my own master, correct? So I'm just going through, clearing everything out, clearing the coding, clearing all this cool stuff. Let's see, is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I think that will be it for now. Let's see, I talked about the pendulum. I talked about making the point across, going out, right? The thinking, creating new thinking, creating a new person, creating new self. Because I can do so much as an energy healer, but there's a certain amount that is up to you to recreate, reprogram, redo. Because I'm like creating this blank space, and it's like, I don't know what to do with that blank space, so I'm going to go back to what's comfortable. No, fight or flight, we're done with that. We're done with that. We're creating a new person. And so you can always reboot back to that divine blueprint that I created. Because it's almost like I've asked permission, right? And we have all these guides helping, and we have and the vacuum's there. Like there's this vacuum right here, and I'm like putting shit up all day long. And so like use the vacuum. You guys all got this vacuum. It's like, all right, no. I'm going to unspin it, and as it's unspinning, it's just vacuuming it up, man. Because you got that Fibonacci that's going, it's all that stuff that's inside of it, and you just feel it going out, and it's going out bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes. The circle gets bigger, correct? Okay. Please, please, please let me know if you have any questions about this, okay? Okay, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.